Ritzy. Carolyn's gonna be in there for just like a second. Yeah, I'm gonna call on John Depp to say some things too. But Paskova, Deere, the purpose of this class is to get you to use some of the words you may, some of the words you know already, and use them in a sentence. Basically, it would be a phone call in between each other one. So the outline of this class will be, I'll start off by asking Miss Carolyn McNack what she did today, and then she'll tell us in the language what she did, and then starting with, I'll just go from top to bottom. Deirdre, I will have you ask Carolyn what you heard out of there. Ask her anything out of that, what she said, and then we'll go to Shannon, or Sarah, Shannon, and then Stephanie. And if you need help, I'll be here to help you, and so will Carolyn for a little bit. So I'm going to use her for about 5 minutes for any questions. And if you can participate, it'll be more than welcome, and it's definitely helpful when you want to talk and learn to speak your language. And don't be ashamed of saying something wrong, because we're all here learning, and we're all here to help each other out. So let's start with the start of the class. I'll introduce Miss Carolyn McNack. She's one of the Mvhayvs here. She's a first language speaker. But Carolyn, Naga esto esteza, and that means what did you do like earlier? So Naga esto esteza.
What hit is the all like it. So who's in here? Saw said, up look from where, or the kira in the where.
Muddy. Okay. Deirdre's at work, so I'll go down to Sarah. If you need her to repeat it, we'll have her repeat it. If you want to just sit there and listen, just let me know. If you want to ask something, we can do it.
I am definitely doing a lot of listening.
Okay, that's fine. I'll go ahead and have Raylene, I know you're over there in the office, so I won't call on you. Shannon, I'm sure can do something here. Shannon, I'm going to call on you. Carolyn, go ahead and repeat what you said.
I hit Yezi, all like it. So who's in here? Saw said, saw look back. In the where, kira.
What to say? Okay, so Shannon, can I get you to ask her anything out of that on what she just said? No, nothing. Okay, I'll go to Stephanie then. Stephanie. You are muted and eating chips, my friend.
I said, "Eshtangon chokayadegos." Can you repeat what you asked?
Okay, so
slowly.
Nagin esto esqueza.
Esto esqueza, and that means, what did you do?
Yeah, what did you do? Referring to like earlier, not as in
Okay.
today, but what did you do earlier?
Okay, Nagin estayadego.
Esto esqueza.
Esto esqueza. Nagin esto esqueza. Okay, and then could you repeat, Carolyn, the first thing that you said slowly?
I said, hot head Yezi. That means this morning. All like it. That means I got up. So who's in out of where? I went to the restroom. Saw said, that means I used the restroom. Up look back. That means I'll take a bath or shower. And then I said, I'll put on my clothes to get ready to go to work. I'll take your day. I'll do it in the.
So the could you repeat the I went to the bathroom. That's an important one.
Mm-hmm. So who's in out of there?
So Woodson.
So
woodsy.
Woodsy is like bathroom or restroom.
Okay. So woodsy?
조고지,
So woodsy. Okay.
조고지, 조고지,
So woodsy,
조고지.
go woodsy.
So good, G. To
So
answer Sarah's
goodsy.
question,
Okay.
no, I'm not pointing at anything. I'm just messing around.
Thanks.
Um,
Okay.
So the intent is to get to ask Carolyn a question here while she's here. So let's not get stuck on how to pronounce things. And if you need to know how to pronounce them, it's okay. It's just, but the purpose of this class in particular is to get you to talk. So she said she went to work today, or she was getting ready for work. I'll ask her. I'll say, where do you work?
Mvskoke Creek Nation, Ubunaga, Manmaro, Kagairo.
Okay, so I'll transfer over to, or switch over to Lucinda. Can you ask her anything?
나겐 홈베자
Harinagin, Humbagoro,
Let's see. Ask her another thing. Ask her why she didn't eat.
I'm trying to remember how you say why. All right. You say like Moen Hombigo. I'm gonna just
Okay, so could you say Nacho and home Betsigo? Does that sound
I
right?
told her I didn't even know.
Yeah. And she wants to ask why didn't you eat?
Oh, okay. Hari Humbagoro, Mundoes, and ya Hariruso, Humbahe.
Jalawidi. Ian. Jalawidi.
Well,
Let's see. Okay, I'll give you a break, Lucinda. Let's go to Turner and ask Miss Carolyn anything about her day in the language.
I don't know about the day. I can ask her some very simple questions. I
Sure.
don't know if I'm on that level. Nugget Chio Chifkadi.
Carolyn McMahon, so it, pero
Mado Nugget Amalegadi.
Anoksa. Izuwa Girua.
Mado
Nga,
Turner, Nugget Timalegador.
Amalegada Konapolgi. Dois.
Let's say Stun Lakesa.
Stalexa. I'm an edge. I don't know.
Estima
Kilax.
Legacy Doa.
Doloa Taladegi Dois.
Oh no, Turner. Naga Estos Geza.
How was my day? Came to work.
Oh, while you're thinking, I just want everybody to know it's Carolyn. I think she's about to go to lunch, but Mado Carolyn for
Mado.
first part of the class.
Nga, Time.
Mado.
So going back to Turner, since we were talking, Naga Istolskeza, what did you do today or earlier? And in the language as much as you can, just blurt out some words.
Hijimochas Skados. Kitlax.
Mojanit the Doketsa.
I'm struggling. I apologize.
That's okay. That's okay. There's no need to apologize. What we're doing is practice. People know a lot of words, and we're just putting them into use. And I don't want you to get discouraged or feel the need to apologize. This is just practice. So, Mojanita today, Adoketsa, did you work?
And I'm trying to say I came to work or I went to work. Ayos. Golly, man. I need to go back through my notes. I apologize. I'm not going to apologize, but you know what I mean. I need to practice a little bit more on some things.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Okay, can I call on Lucinda to talk to him about anything?
Nagin jiho jifkadi.
Nagin chiho chifkidi. Dana choho chifkados.
Ihi mahi. Mojanet stan ayitja.
Say, let's say.
I'm an aegis.
Mojanetta today, or go ahead, Lucinda, translate it for him.
Yeah. Where did you go today?
Adokada ayos. Into work.
Mhm.
Chinda?
Keep going.
And then you said agenda.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. Neskajoko ayes.
All right.
I went to the store.
Went to the store. What did you buy? To buy.
If you need help, I can help. It's okay.
I'm an aegis.
Let's say. So buy, to buy is nesida. N-E-S-S.
Nesida. Nugget. Nesida. Nesidis. Oh my God. Nesididos. Nesididos.
No.
No.
Oh, no, I'm just trying to catch up in the chat with the conversation here. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Nage nesitja.
Yep.
Waga busy. Jostagi. Daklegi. Neses.
Noggin Nothlejida. Is it Nothlejida? Cook? No. Nugget. What are you
I think
cooking?
you said cook was nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nothlejida. So Nothlejidos. How would I say? What are you cooking? Noggin Nothlejidos tonight. Nothlejis.
Noflejitsa. Here, I'll write it out in the chat.
Noflejitsa.
You can see this in the chat. Noflejitsa. That's what are you cooking? So if you
Mm-hmm.
so that's a present tense. What are you cooking? If you want to ask what are you going to cook? Nagin noflejitsa.
Nothlejatha.
Noflejahansa is what are you going to cook? But if you're asking Nagin noflejitsa, that's asking in the present tense, what are you cooking? And Lucinda could answer.
How would you say? Like some more bologna. Is there a word for
Bologna
fried bologna?
sakmoskada.
For what?
Like fried bologna?
Satmoski. I don't know how to say bologna.
Okay, whatever.
Sakmoski.
Daklek samorki. Just Tarahaga and just doggy.
Hitli mahi.
I didn't hear what else you said, but that's what we said.
Just doggy. I said eggs.
Oh, just okay. Not like some wealthy Chedahag, just doggy. Okay, let's see. What Lucinda, Naga esto es queza. Lucinda,
Yes.
Naga esto es queza.
What? So is that the same as Naganistomitska?
Yes, that W can get changed to an M. The Stomitska, like, what are you doing? Is that what you're asking?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that, what are you doing? That Estomixkeza or Estomixka, that
Uh-huh.
A sound at the end of it makes it a past tense. So it's asking about earlier. Eza. What you said was Nagan Estomixka, right?
Yes.
Something like that. When you add that I, that A sound, it makes it like earlier. What did you do instead of what are you doing? So if you
So
were to
you're
say Nagan Estomixkeza, that would be what did you do?
oh. Uh adok would it be adokes or adok I was working.
It's like that. It's like that.
Adokes. Yes.
Adokes. Dan, or I mean not Dan, Turner, will you ask her a question like where she works at or anything? Donna?
I don't think I'm at that level yet. I'm trying to do as much listening and doing this on the fly, and I apologize. I do it. That's part of my thing. So yeah, I should have prefaced with I'm here mostly to listen. I've got a few phrases, but this is a little bit outside of my current conversational abilities, but hopefully I can pick up on this. I don't want to take away from anybody.
That's all right. All it takes is just a little practice and listening and then catch on. So I'll ask my lovely assistant here, Miss Shannon Barnett, who had to leave our class to come over here, but ask Lucinda where she works at, I guess.
My zone, but how come that adult case? How come it starts with an A and not a B?
Oh, I don't know. Spell it with a V if you want.
Oh.
I'm not too interested in the spelling. She asked why the A was Adolkes was spelled with an A and not a V. I'm not too interested in which the spelling is because unfortunately when our fluent speakers talk, they don't have subtitles above their head. So however you want to spell it to pronounce it right, by all means, go for it. So
I can say it if you say it.
okay. Stan Adolkes.
You say it slower.
Stan
It's done.
Adolkes.
Adult pizza.
Okay. Lucinda, she asked you, Están Adolkes.
Están adokes. Blue Cross Blue Shield adokes. Or is that I am working? Let's see.
Like that. That's good, Lucinda. Adolkes.
Adokes. Yes.
Okay. I have a question for you then. Montanetta, home betza.
What did I have? I did have Jostagi, Sokha Bishwa, Mon, Daklegi, home base.
Must say. Dan, would you like to ask her a question about the food? Dan the man or D King?
I'm kind of listening too today. I'm eating.
Oh, okay.
What was the question though?
Or was it?
She mentioned what she ate today, and I wanted you to ask her in the language, anything about what she ate. Did she cook it? Was it good? You know, anything like that.
Oh, McDonald's, this is the. Remember that?
Well,
Uh,
so I have a
Egg
question. So,
McMuffin.
Egg McMuffin.
Mhm.
So for bacon, but sokwa bishwa, that could mean anything, right? Pork, bacon, or is there
Yeah.
a different word for bacon?
Christina?
Messina?
Oh, torcina. Okay.
That's why I have Shannon here. She knows a lot. She's just shy guy. Lucinda, Muhammada, Hidaroa,
Ehe. He's dos. Or how would you say it was good? He,
you could just, since we're talking about today, you could just say Ihi Hilidos, and that's just fine. But if we're talking about
Okay.
yesterday, you would add in the unks or ungi.
Okay.
And so go ahead and tell them what I asked you.
He asked me if it was good.
Muhammada, that food, was it good?
The food was the food good?
Okay, let's say. Who else can I call him? Listen, that might just be a conversation between you and I. Well, let's ask Shannon over here. Shannon Noggin is Stoic Skeza.
So it's asking what I did today?
Yeah.
So I did mail out school like supplies.
Say to the language as much
I
as you
hate
can.
it. I don't even know how to say mail.
I don't either. You're overthinking it. Just say I worked
That I work.
in the language.
I
Okay.
need the chat.
Shannon Mogin Adokes. She said I worked. Adokes. I worked. Manigos. That's it. Okay.
Added Yichkin, I worked hard.
Yeah. Okay. So she wanted to say I worked hard. So Yik Sin Adokes. I worked hard. Yik Sin Adokes.
Yeah.
And so now, if you wanted to say, today I worked hard, how would you say that, Shannon? Matse. She said, Mojanetta Yixinodokes, today I worked hard. And so, I'd like to call on Dan without the king, just Dan, if you can talk and ask her a question about work. Oh, you. Okay, so how about, I hope I don't pronounce this wrong. Haga, can you ask her a question about work? No. How about Donna? Well, I'll ask the question, I guess. Shannon, esta nadoketsa. Where do you work? Esta nadoketsa.
So, yeah.
Hmm?
How do I say like here in this?
Here?
Yeah, I just said here.
Yeah, that's fine. She said he. That's good enough for me. This, because she came over from her office to come sit in here. Yeah, so this building, guess you could, I don't know how to say building. You could make something up. Yeah, YouTube top, Nokia is, I guess. I don't know. Something. So let's go on to past tense now. Now I'm hoping I'm not losing a lot of you, but I know that you guys know a lot of these words, and it's just putting them together. I'll start with Lucinda, if you can unmute your mic. Okay.
Okay.
Baksangi. Nagin Istoetskanga.
Mikosapka chogo aye yanks.
Let's say.
Gender, Monjenda.
Baksangi, Unsogolegen. Mongo. That's it. Madigos.
Madigos.
Madigos is what I said. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
So you said yesterday. But you use Legos.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
How to Marcus?
Okay. So Baksangi, Unsogolegen.
Oh, okay. So you stayed home?
Yeah.
Okay.
Madigos is what I said. And then after that, like,
That's it.
That's it. Estan Mikosop Kotogo Ayatsanga.
Life Church more. Did I say I went? Yeah, Yunks.
Yeah, that'll work. Yo. Let's see. Okay. Who else can I call in here? Mado, Lucinda. Turner, are you available? Or Stephanie? I haven't called on Stephanie yet. I'm sorry. Or
I'm here. I don't know what I can contribute. Know that I'm.
well, don't be shy. Just all it takes is some practice. Oh, okay. Hello. I can see them. Okay, so Turner, let's just start with right now. Hayawanta, Nastonsa, Naga Istokskeza. Right now, what are you doing?
Legibus or Libya. Legibus. I'm sitting. Legibus.
Legates.
Legates. That's it. That's all I got.
Okay. Stun Legatsa.
Legates. Stun Legates. What am I doing? I'm in language class. How would I say that though?
Okay, so Stun, Estimaman, Estiman, Estan is where. So where are you sitting?
Hayat. Right? I mean, I'm in the same building. I'm just over a couple of things over, and so he had this building. I'm in this building. I'm sitting in this building. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Estan Togo over Adoketsa.
I'm gonna just,
See. So Estan is where? Togo Oven is like inside this house or
mm,
building. Adoketsa is where do you work inside this building?
historic and cultural preservation and dope is
Must say. Hilidoa,
good. Nugget.
Hilidoa would be, is it good?
Good. Ehe.
Must say.
My boss is on here. I have, yeah, of course it's great. It's the best job ever. No, I would say that even if she wasn't on here.
Must say. Lucinda, can you ask Turner a question?
Let's see. Turner, it's Ishki Nagin Jihojifka D. Does that sound right?
No,
No.
but we're trying. So I think what you're trying to ask is what's your dad's name?
Yes.
Okay, so you could say you have to prefaces. Itki G, because the Holjivka is referring to the dad's name,
Oh, okay.
not his name. So the chi goes with chitki. So nagan chitki chi or Holjivka or Holjivka doa.
Okay. So be Naga Jiski Hojifka D. Or Doa.
Yeah.
Kindle Hunt, Chifki, Hojifkadi, Hojifkados.
Much say Holjivka dos. Oh,
Huh? Yeah. What?
Let's see.
okay.
How would you say like Moen Geethi Godos? Or how would you say I don't know him or something like that?
Okay, so I don't know him. Igithe Goldos.
Geethi Godos.
So another word I want you guys, a phrase I want you guys to know. Lucinda, you might remember this. Doe Magatidoa or Doe Magadidoa. How do you say?
Oh, okay.
And that is just getting you to practice the language more. So Doe Magadidoa is what, how do they say? Doe Magatidoa. How do you say? So put that into your brain because we'll be using that one a lot. And then this one as well. Hadam Makka or Hadam Makkas, Magas, however you've heard it before. Either one of those will be correct. And that means say it again. But Lucinda just said Igithe Goro. So I would probably say the dad again. Chithki Igithe Goro. I don't know your dad.
Okay.
But let's say Turner, let's go back to Turner. I'll ask you a question again. Sahomba Hansa.
Homahatsa. Damagus.
Adamakus. Sahomba Hansa. Sahomba Hansa. Are you going to go eat?
Ihi. What's for dinner night? Is it Sakmolski Tolosi or Tolosi Sakmolski?
Dolosi Sakmoski.
Dolosi Sakmoski. Oh my gosh. No, actually, we're having pork chops. So, yeah, sorry, I was actually trying to put it into what I was saying. So, yeah, ihi soka biswa nothlegidos.
No Thlej, let's say, Soko Biswa, no Thlej Hatsa.
Nothlegihats. Am I gonna cook it? Ihi.
Let's see. Hombada Haya Nonsa.
How Haya is working a different job, so I gotta cook tonight. How do I say that?
Oh. But that's okay.
Mhm.
Like sometimes cook. My wife doesn't cook every night, but I step in every now and then. Let's see. Let's see. Stun Leggets, where do you live? If you want to tell, you don't have to make it.
Omogi dos.
Let's say, Mahambada, how do you know, how do you these have you bought the food yet?
Ihi. Oh gosh, what is loop squared, and both?
Oh, loose squared, huh? Let's see.
Mhm. Loop squared.
Hadi Mongoloa, is that it?
I don't know. I'm gonna just
So like sides, mashed potatoes.
Chumbi. And I don't know what salad is. Isotop? No, that's cabbage. Oh, I'll say it's cabbage. Isotapa? No. Yeah, right. I'm struggling. Yeah. Oh, rabbit food. That's right.
So you would say Jamba. North Ledges, Jovi and Humbada. In Hayas, you're gonna make it because you don't cook salad, you just make it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what the heck? Okay. But much say. Not adok gets in that Humba Hansa, when you're at work, are you gonna eat?
Humbalthis. Oh shoot, man. I'm embarrassed. I'm trying to figure out how to say that on the fly and I'm not good at it. So
No, you said
yeah.
I will eat.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what yeah, I will eat at work, but then I messed it up because do you say at work? I will eat like in that order.
So you could just say, your answer was perfectly fine.
Okay.
Which is I will eat.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just a conversation. So you don't have to say when I'm at work, I'll eat, because you think about it in English. If I ask you, are you not going to eat at work? Then you say, when I'm at work, I'm going to eat. You would more than likely say, I'll eat, or something like that. So Hombathis would be okay. But I appreciate you all's. Yeah, you're doing real good, Turner. Got that. I appreciate you all's participation for those that have been able to participate. I know we kind of went over a lot of stuff today, so I kind of wanted to stop right there and answer any questions that we have with any of the things that we have said today or anything. So now's your time to shine if you felt lost, or maybe we can go over something again or anything. Sarah, any questions? I haven't heard from you since the beginning. I know Dan's eating.
When you said Doli Magits di Doa, is that how do you say? And then what's the Doli Maga di Doa?
Okay.
What's that one? Nugget.
Okay. I'm trying to type it out in the chat. So Dowi Maga di Doa, how do they say? So, and if you were to ask a certain person, and normally this is what you would say, Magits di Doa. How do you say? Do you see the difference in that one? Dowi Maga di Doa, how do they say? Dowi Magits di Doa, how do you say? They don't mean the same thing, but if you were to ask somebody that, they would know what you're asking.
Okay.
I don't have anything loaded up, but everything that a lot of people have gone over, well, the classes that I've done, Stephanie and Mvhayv, Carolyn, and Stephen have all led up to this. But they're all in the Google Drive. So you go in the Google Drive and find those phrases and everything they've gone over, sentence building, you know, the breakdowns that I've done in the, you know, the all past month, and it's all led up to stuff like this that would just practice, just put implementing into your words that you might have known or whatever. So
Okay, so where do I find the Google Drive?
Okay, I'll send the link to the Google Drive. If you give me just a second, I can get my
Thanks.
specialist on it. She's at lunch right now. So
Okay.
Jordan, are you in there? I don't know if she's in there or not, but so I don't know. I don't know how to get to access, send the link to the Google Drive, but she does. But everything we've gone over, and everything we've said today has been covered in the past classes over the past couple months. And I, you know, no fault of anybody's, but if you go back and look at some of those videos, it'll be most of it will be in there.
Okay.
And I appreciate you stepping in and saying that, Sarah. It's okay. It just all it takes is a little practice, and then a lot of people don't know what they don't know. It just takes effort in putting it in there, if that makes any sense. So, any questions on that one? On anything? If you wait just a second, I'll go see if I can catch Jordan to put up the Google Drive. Editsi. Talk amongst yourself.
Thank you to those of you who do speak, for stepping up and speaking. It's inspiring.
Full
What
disclosure,
else, Dr. Lewis?
Stephanie and I are sisters, and we did not grow
Oh.
up learning anything about our Mvskoke heritage at all. So she's in Santa Fe, I'm in Dallas, and she's a step ahead of me with the language. I've been taking Mvhayv Barnett's class. I need to do a lot more work on my own, but it is really fascinating to listen to people that can actually carry on a conversation. So I might be uncharacteristically quiet but it's because I don't know what the heck I would even be saying. So just keep it going, people. Thank you.
Jordan just posted the link for the Google Drive on there, and it has a bunch of different files from the classes we've been over. It's in the chat. Lucinda, you were going to say something? No, Lucinda got quiet all of a sudden.
Couldn't find my unmute. But okay, so for the next class, what can we expect?
So what we can expect for the next class is I'm going to start. I'll say what I did for the day, and then I want you to be able to ask me on what I did that day, whether it's like, where do you work? What did you eat? Why didn't you eat? Just different things like that. It'll be just basically a conversation, and it's okay. What we're doing is just getting practice in. And so, depending on what I did that morning, maybe I stopped at the gas station on the way to work. You could ask me, what did I buy? It all depends on what happens that morning. So you can even ask me, what kind of soap did I use when I took a shower in the morning? So it's all dependent on you. And then after that, after I get through, I would like for everybody to ask me a question, but if you can't, that's okay. Then I'll go on to the next person. So I'll go on to Lucinda, and then Turner, and then Raylyn or Dan. I'll start with Lucinda. I'll start with you and then say, what did you do today? And I'd like for you to go into a little bit more detail about what you did, as opposed to just worked and then I ate. But again, it's all just practice. So we're not necessarily expecting a full-on epilogue or whatever. So just whatever dialogue, whatever
Epilogue is at the end.
Okay, whatever you can say in the language, say it. And that's the whole intent of this class, is just to say it. So throw your worries out the window and just try it. Just try it. That's all I ask. And we'll be here to help any way that we can. But Lucinda, you've been to some of these classes before that we used to have, maybe last year or 2 years ago when I was doing those old Zooms. So I think you'll be just fine. Just take some practice. But is there any other questions on this? Maybe what to expect, or what you think of this kind of setup? Turner, any comments on it? Can I get your final comments on what we did today? And Mvhayv for stepping out of the box for it too. Really
No
appreciate it.
problem. I didn't quite know what to expect. And I felt bad because I was, I think, about 2 minutes late, and so there was a little bit of talk already going on, and so knowing now what to expect and the resources that we should kind of have in our little toolbox for next class, I'm going to be better prepared. But yeah, it was a little nerve-wracking, but it's one of those things that I have to do it and I have to work through it. And so one way to kind of make me understand what I need to review is to ask me a question and me not even know what you mean. So I think that I'm going to try my best to get a little bit back up on everyone's level and be able to participate a little better.
Mvhayv participate today. Like I was mentioning earlier, I've done similar classes like these a couple of years ago when COVID first came down, and these were always my favorite types of classes. These ones right here, where you just ask what they did and then you just talk as much as you can, because with us, the language and the Stajati culture and everything, there's a lot of laughing and jokes, and it's usually about food or something. So it can get pretty fun. So when we get comfortable to talk, then that's when it gets fun. I know I say that a lot, but it will get a lot of fun. It'll get a lot more fun. So. But if there's not any more questions, I'm going to go ahead and finish for today. And my next class will be on Wednesday. Becky has class tomorrow, so there'll be a class every day at noon. My style of classes will be just on Monday and Wednesday at noon. Yes, that's right, Dan. You'll just talk about what you did for the day. And then we'll ask you questions on that. But Mado, everybody for coming. I know it was a short one.
Mado.
Adam, see his Mado.
David,
Mado,
Mado.